University. It's a place you go to, or some people go to enhance their career prospects and get a jolly good education. But alas, these institutions actually symbolise something entirely darker. They are deemed to be places where the souls of the dead make themselves known to students walking to and from classes. Today we are going to be talking about 9 universities across the globe that are supposedly haunted. So sit back, relax and grab yourself a hot beverage as we celebrate the start of spooky season together. Heidelberg University, Germany. Founded in 1386, this university has a long and dark history. During the Nazi era, many professors from the university were sent to concentration camps and were brutally murdered. It's been claimed that within their old classrooms and lecture halls, the chalkboards erase themselves and are often covered in mysterious words when students walk in the next morning. The campus is also haunted by the spirits of women who were brought to the university's medical centre to be sterilised as part of the Nazis' eugenics movement. To this day, students claim they can hear women crying and screaming. The clinic is therefore considered the creepiest place on campus. Not only this, there are also claims that the smell of burning continues to linger in the air where banned books were burnt before the start of the Second World War. Gettysburg College, Pennsylvania. Built in 1832, Gettysburg College is located on the site of the Battle of Gettysburg, the largest battle in North America, and is inevitably a fertile ground for ghost stories. The college also used to be a hospital for wounded soldiers of both the Union and Confederacy. Several students have seen armed sentinels crossing campus after dark, and the Blue Boy, a boy whose face is entirely blue, who is thought to have been an orphan who tragically froze to death. Some college staff said that once they used the lift to reach the first floor of the college, but were instead taken to the basement, which is said to be haunted by blood-stained Civil War doctors. In there, they witnessed what seemed like a hospital scene with wounded soldiers and doctors attending to them. University of St Andrews, Scotland. The Gothic buildings and the gloomy Scottish weather at the University of St Andrews are the perfect backdrop for its legendary haunted status. It was built back in 1413 and is Scotland's oldest university. Believed to be home to half a dozen ghosts, the university inhabits a number of characters including phantom monks, ghostly women, a piper and a ghost ship. One of the most well-known ghosts is the White Lady, who is believed to have been one of the ladies-in-waiting of Mary Queen of Scots. She died of grief when her lover was beheaded and now spends her days and nights inside a tower in the wall of a ruined abbey. She is said to be a youthful beauty, wearing a white frock and nocturnally strolls around the cathedral grounds, particularly in the months of October and November. St Rule's Tower in St Andrew's Cathedral is frequented by a ghostly monk who ensures the safety of visitors venturing forth into the tower. Books have been written about the ghosts who have taken residence at the university, and a tour of the haunted sites at St Andrews is available, continuing to inspire awe and gossip in the eerie lecture rooms and corridors. University of Northern Colorado. Founded in 1889, the University of Colorado has a dedicated webpage to its ghostly residents. The page states that there is a ghost story for every building. One such story is the tale of Stony Ghosty, the spirit of a student who died from drug use, whose presence is often accompanied by the smell of marijuana. However, a more dark presence is the ghost story of a shy and awkward student affectionately named Edith. Edith was incessantly bullied by her classmates and one day was found hanging in the attic, a place she often used to hide away and play with marbles. Some students have reported hearing the noise of marbles rolling across the floor, and she is thought to hang around 2 dormitories in particular, Weeb King and Wilson. Nagasaki University, Japan. There is a significant amount of paranormal activity at the University of Nagasaki, which is believed to be the result of the atomic bomb tragedy in 1945. This event claimed the lives of more than 800 students, professors, and medical staff. Although the medical school was only built in 1949, it existed as early as 1857. This medical college was only a few hundred metres away from the bomb and was hit heavily as a result. Despite the many years that have passed since the tragedy, hair-raising paranormal experiences are still encountered to this day. Students and visitors have reported screams, cries, and the smell of burning flesh that lingers in the hallways. University College London. Founded in 1826, UCL has been called haunted by many of its students who have witnessed supernatural phenomena. It is said that the campus is haunted by a young girl called Emma Louise, who would appear if her name is called thrice. She is said to have been killed in a tunnel that connects the modern campus building, now used for student accommodation, to the older cruciform building. A group of students once decided to say her name 3 times and reported that they heard a young girl's laughter and found the words "help me," "die," and "murder" written on the wall. University of Toronto, Canada. Founded in 1827, the University of Toronto is haunted by ghosts rooted in a love story gone wrong. Christie Mansion, a building on campus, was apparently the site of an illicit and tragic love affair. Ivan Resnikov and Paul Diabolos had worked on the University College during its construction. Unfortunately, the two were in love with the same woman, and while Resnikov had promised to marry her, Diabolos persuaded her to run away with him instead, taking Resnikov's savings with them. But before they could leave, Resnikov found out about them and a battle ensued, resulting with Diabolos stabbing Resnikov and concealing his body down a stairwell. Resnikov was buried on campus and his ghost continues to haunt the campus to this day. Professors, students and security staff have heard banging from empty rooms, objects mysteriously moving and spectres that suddenly vanished into thin air. And it gets even darker. The mansion's owner, Robert Christie, was a rich businessman who kept his mistress hidden in a secret chamber behind his library. This is also known as the infamous Room 29. After much despair, Christie's mistress unalived herself from the rafters with her bedsheets. Ateneo de Manila University, the Philippines. Founded in 1859, Ateneo de Manila University is one of the oldest colleges in the Philippines. Once run by Jesuit priests, it was converted into a military camp at the time of the Japanese occupation during the Second World War. From the eerie old communications building to the historic hallways of the Ateneo Grade School, there are countless ghost sightings and paranormal hauntings. Reports of unnatural phenomena include nocturnal sightings of mythical creatures resting by the mango tree at the high school oval, and mysterious apparitions of Japanese soldiers smoking rolled up cigarettes in the Savini dormitory. University of Alabama. The University of Alabama was founded in 1831, and in 1860 it became a military academy to train Confederate soldiers during the American Civil War. Most of the campus was destroyed during the war, but a few buildings from the period have survived and harbour much paranormal activity. One such ghost is a tall Confederate soldier who lurks by the Roundhouse, or Jason's Shrine, which was used as a cadet guardhouse during the war. It is also said that the Georges House, one of the oldest buildings on campus, is haunted by the former university president, Josiah Georges, and his wife Amelia Georges, who was the librarian in the late 1800s. It is said that if you put your ear to the door of the Little Roundhouse building, you can hear the voices of soldiers still in search of a drink. I really hope you enjoyed this one and this got you into the spooky mood for this upcoming season. I will definitely be posting more content like this as the season goes on, so if you like this kind of stuff, then please stay tuned for that. But until next time guys, keep those lights on and never say, "I'll be right back."